Hello, good day, viewer, wherever you are watching me all over the globe. This is yours sincerely, Dr. Balashire, coming your way again on another episode of his. I know many of you will have wished that I say something on the coronavirus or I do an episode, but actually I've done some work on it. Go to our Facebook channel and then you will find my contributions towards the hulabaloo of COVID-19, popularly known or aka coronavirus. So thank you, welcome to this episode in which we shall be taking on the cell phone. But please, before we move on, kindly like and click like our episodes. We'll be grateful for it. Also, if you have not subscribed, click the subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know anytime something new has been posted. And so let's dive into the subject of today, which has to do with the cell phone. And I would like to go under the title, the cell phone, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Of course, every child these days, not even every adult, virtually every child who is 7 years and above or who is already in secondary school, his parents has already got him a cell phone to keep in touch with home and some other possibilities. So, theoretically, this helps us to keep in touch with one another, which is a good attribute. It has made the earth a global village of some sorts. So that is a good thing. Of course, you know that you can even send messages, which will mean you just click a button and write your letter and post it through various media, through email applications and so on. So that's another good use. I'm sure many of you know that this can be used for business. You can transact business. Your account, bank account, is in the palm of your hand, and you can send money from here to Maiduguri. In those days, it would have involved a lot of travel. You can watch video, you can watch full-length films, so many good things that sometimes I wonder how we coped before the advent of this wonderful, in quotes, wonderful technology. Like I said, we are still on the good. So these are things that a phone can do. It can work for you. You can use it to send messages, multiple applications, name it. It's a second you. And those are the good sides of having a telephone. Let's go to the, can we say the bad? Yes. One, all of you know that this phone is very, very addictive. You know, many people cannot do without their phones now. They will be completely devastated and lost and stressed out, all because of a day without the use of the phone. But that's not the topic of the bad aspect I want to consider with you this day. The bad aspect that we are going to consider has to do with electromagnetic radiation, EMF, or EMR or EMF, electromagnetic frequencies. Of course, there are various types. It's always been with us. Radio waves, electronic waves, television waves, you know, all sorts are now used and seen as the progress for humanity. But this EMF or these frequencies, many of them are not too biologically pliant or pliant for cells, for biology. They are good technologically, but anything that has to do with biology, they tend to fail on that account. And so we shall be considering a few of these bad effects of using a cell phone. But before I go any further, maybe I would like to demonstrate that this how I can prove that the cell phone is actually not biological or living things pliant. Thank you. As I was saying just now, we are now in the demonstration part, and what I'm going to demonstrate is that, what's your name, please?
My name is Roland.
Roland. Okay. Roland is here with me. He's an agile, I believe, strong young man. So we are going to demonstrate, I'm going to demonstrate the effect of cell phone EMF or frequencies on the human being. So Roland, do you have a phone on you?
I'm having a phone.
Okay, please just put it aside there. Excellent. So all I'm going to do, I hope you don't have any other phone.
No, sir.
Okay. What I'm going to do actually is to test the strength of his hand, if you like, his muscular strength. And like I said, he's a young man. So I will lift your arm like this and try to push it down while you resist me, which means you will not allow it without bending. So something like this, I will be trying to pull it down, but you hold it fast. So stretch your hand. Let's go for this. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow. So anybody can see from this demonstration that Roland is a very strong man. I put in one hand, it didn't work. I put in the two hands, I couldn't press down his hand. So let us now hold your phone in your left. Okay, good. So we are now going to repeat this experiment while you are holding the phone and see whether there is a difference in your muscle strength. Are you ready? Is it on?
Yes, sir.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so that same experiment now, we are going to try to push I will try to pull his hand down while he resists me with as much strength as he can gather. So, Roland, here we go. Are you ready? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Let's try it again. Don't allow me. Okay. Try with all the willpower, everything you think you have got. Okay. So, close it up. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So, you can see the difference in the two. He himself can feel it. You know, during the first demonstration, he was very strong. But during the second one, with him just holding his phone, his strength has become weak. Let's do that again. So, at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. You see, no matter what he does, but let me finally put it down, just to tell you that this is not some hoax. So now we are going to try the experiment. We saw how weak his hand was just now with him holding the phone. But now let us see whether it has recovered, or it's recovering, or it's still the same, or it's even worse. So at the count of 3, without you holding the phone, 1, 2, 3, go. You can see. So, and this is the thing. Thank you very much, Joe. Yes, thank you, Roland. So, my dear viewers, you can see the effects of EMF. But note some important points. 1, Roland was not using his phone. It was just in the idle mode. And in that idle mode, it had such a dramatic effect. Now think about it. How about when the phone is actually in use? When you are you are even pressing it to your body, it's making contact with your physical body. The strength, the EMF radiation that comes out, 100 times, sometimes 1,000 times higher. So please, these are things we need to take care of. Thank you very much for listening. But there are other bad effects which I did not mention. There is the brain. It can damage the brain. It can interfere with your sleep patterns. You can have headache, stress, so many things that the telephone does in the negative sense. And so in our next episode, we'll be looking at whether there will be a solution, because we have reached a stage now that without a solution, you should just go and throw away your phone. But fortunately, a solution may be coming, and that will come your way in our next episode. Thank you very much.